Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on GSL's Belshire Beach. We are going to be watching AznWannabe, who we just saw take out. What was his name? Now I've forgotten. Hold on. Go check real quick. His name was Cadium. That's right, Cadium. Good stuff, though. I mean, Cadium was a tough player, so nicely done there by AznWannabe. Memory going to be spawning up here as our red Terran player at the top left. Bottom right, we're going to have AznWannabe as our orange Protoss. Going to be working on a wall off here, I assume. Maybe. And going to be sending out a scout. Not really necessary to wall off against Terran, but Memory is indeed going to be setting up a wall off, mostly just to deny scouting, since AznWannabe will not be going for any Zergling run-bys in this game. That I can tell you with almost absolute certainty that he will not be going for a Zergling run-by. That is tough to do when you play as Protoss. Let's take a look at the scouting information. Let's get in here. There's the barracks. And the gateway for AznWannabe. Here comes the scout for Memory. Does see what's going on here. Does see the gas. Oh, that's funny. He killed the Scantipede. And AznWannabe said, thank you, I hate those. And Memory says, me too. That's funny. Barracks is complete. We're about to have our first Marine out on the field. There he is. And what's this? Oh, just a supply depot up here. I thought he might be putting down another barracks, but not going to happen. You are most welcome, TNerb14. for hosting the tournament. He's thanking me out there on the live stream. Absolutely love it. Thank you for playing. Come back next week. We do it every single week. Try and have as much fun as we possibly can. And you make it happen, buddy, so hope to see you there. Got the Cybernetics core complete. Second gateway on the way. About to probably chrono boost out some warp gate tech. Maybe. He's floating a lot of energy right now. Oh, going to be chrono boosting out probes and the warp gate tech. Not bad. And a bunker here for Memory. So nice looking wall off here. And a good defensive position. We do have a factory about to complete. Second gas on the way right now for Memory. We're almost 5 minutes into the game right now. Got a reactor and a tech lab. So maybe Cloak Banshees. It's just a little late. Just kind of usually it's just a little faster, I think, to get to Cloak Banshees than this. So, I don't know. We'll see what he's got for us. But he does have a second gas up. It only has one SCV. I'm mining it right now. Starport indeed. So, potentially going to be using this tech lab for the Starport, which may mean Cloak Banshees. Not bad at all. Is a stalker here. Going to deny this SCV scout. Poor SCV. About to have an extremely bad day. Stalkers are way too fast to get away from. And down he goes. Too bad. Brutal, brutal, brutal. That stalker committing murder twice. Unbelievable. You can only get away with that in the Kaprulu sector. You do that here in the United States or the Earth sector or whatever, you get in trouble, man. You go to jail for that. Another bunker here for Memory. It looks like he's afraid that his opponent might be putting on some early pressure. Well, not necessarily afraid, but just definitely wants to be ready for that. And here comes the early pressure from a couple stalkers. Not gonna happen, though. Too many bunkers. And with that extra range, makes those Marines super effective against Stalkers. We do have an expand going down here for AznWannabe. This is looking pretty good. He does have his double gates up. Two more, oh no, one on the way, and a robotics on the way as well. And a cloaking field on the way. We are indeed going to see some cloak Banshee. What else are we getting here? Another barracks, two more barracks. That looks pretty good. Banshee number 1 about to come out. Cloak going to be finished here fairly soon. So we are going to see some cloak Banshee harass. What else do we got? AznWannabe going to be getting out an observer. Hopefully, oh, he's already got it rallied across the map. Yuck. So that observer not going to come in super handy when the cloak Banshee attack does hit. And here comes Banshee number 1. I assume we'll have number 2 on the way. Yes, we do. Oh no, it's a Raven. And Banshee. Didn't need to cloak quite yet, but that's okay. Going to be getting a lot of probe kills here. 7 kills. 8 kills. 9 kills. 10. Sniped! Good job there. Except for all of the probe kills. You probably should have at least tried to move micro those guys around. Try and keep them safe for just a little while, or move them back to this base, or back and forth even. Anything you can do to try and keep them alive is always good. Now, AznWannabe, though, does have a slight army advantage, it looks like. Let's take a look at the army tab. Yes, he does, if only by a little bit. Units tab going to show that he also has a decent harvester advantage, except when you take into account the mules. That makes up the difference there pretty stinking quick. So not bad. However, he does have 2 base, and that's going to come into play if memory does not gear up to take another expand here in just a little while. But he is going to be moving out here with quite a few tanks, double tanks, a lot of Marines, couple SCVs, the works, and has a Raven as well to go in for the spot. Nice force fielding there. Wow, one tank did live. Has another one joining it. Now, memory in pretty decent shape. Wannabe gonna have to get some units together and cruise out over here. He has got to be able to deal with these. Yuck. Gotta take out these tanks. These tanks are about to obliterate those stalkers. Too many tank blasts going down. That is for sure. Robotics Bay gonna go down. Memory pushing this attack and being extremely successful at this point. We do have one Colossus. That's going to be pretty effective here. Going to need it, but here it goes. Last ditch effort. AznWannabe really has to take this down like right now. There he goes. Looks like he is indeed going to clean this up. He does have a significant probe advantage right now. So holding that off pretty stinking solid. Now the trouble here for memory is he just does not have an expand up and running quite yet. So he's going to be stuck on this one base play. These mineral patches, some of them getting a little low it looks like. Not too bad. But this attack from AznWannabe may be difficult for him to hold off. It's going to depend on positioning. But I don't know. AznWannabe probably could sit back and just macro up a little bit more. I think he could have gone for a couple more Colossus before he moved out here. These tanks are going to be tough to break. That's a good looking tank line. Yeah, going to be up on the high ground there, that's for sure. Nice looking tank line. Is AznWannabe going to push this attack? We shall see. Now this is going to be best of 3 between these two individuals. So we'll see what they've got going for us. Tanks blasting away pretty stinking happily. AznWannabe probably double thinking what he's going to be doing here. Let's take a look what we've got in the base for memory. Not much else. He's just going to be sticking with this exact same tech pattern. He is going to be getting out another Raven here, which was pretty helpful for increasing his sight range for the tanks. Enable him to shoot at their furthest distance. But yeah, AznWannabe probably a little tentative here. Doesn't want to push in with too little and get obliterated by tanks. Really wants to make the stick, so I think he's making a good decision here. One tank down. Good force field so far, but oh my goodness, not enough. Too much tank damage. Way too much tank damage. Yeah, this line is not going to break that easy. That is for sure. So now AznWannabe got to go back to the drawing board. He's really got to beef up his unit composition just a little bit. And look at this. Memory going to be pushing out across the map with siege tanks yet again. And some Marines here. This is not bad play. Not bad play at all. AznWannabe got to gear up for his defense now. Does have his robo back in play here. But this is a pretty large army from memory. Oh my goodness, he's pulling everything. So he is basically going all in here. Because his main is about to be mined out. Looks like he probably could go ahead and fly this over and take a second. But here comes the main attack right now. Is this going to be enough defense here for AznWannabe? Having to pull probes. Oh, probes die so fast. The siege tanks look like memory going to be able to take this down. Unbelievable. Those tanks just too much for AznWannabe to deal with. Extremely well done here. And here comes the rest of the units. This base, just an afterthought at this point. I mean, it is completely gone. Here comes the last-ditch effort from Wannabe. Trying to make this happen. Probe's actually doing pretty good getting next to those tanks. Letting the tanks destroy themselves, but it is not going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. Almost all of AznWannabe's units are dead at this point, and memory doing a phenomenal job. He did keep one tank and a couple Marines alive here, streaming Marines all the way across the map right now, trying to take this down, and it looks like it is going to be game. There is the GG from AznWannabe. Well played. Game number 1 going to memory. And Wannabe going to be going into game number 2 with the pressure on. So thank you guys for coming out. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We will see you guys in game 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Snack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG's Tal'Darim Altar. AznWannabe going up against memory. Best of 3 here. It is the semifinals of tonight's Let It Ride tournament for the amateur level players. That is gold and platinum. And memory did take down game number 1. Phenomenal play when it comes down to it. He got stuck on one base, and he basically went all in with his main about to be completely mined out, and just was able to make it stick with too many tanks, I think, for AznWannabe just to deal with there. So it was actually very interesting play. They're going to be spawning here on Tal'Darim Altar. AznWannabe in the bottom right-hand corner as our orange Protoss, and memory as our red Terran here in the top right corner. So I mean, they can... I mean, it's not... Basically, it's the same distance between any location on this map, except for the cross positions are slightly further. However, it is not too close, because Tal Darim Altar is a pretty big map. Yeah, what can I say? Remember, we're going to be working on a little wall off here, it looks like. Pesky, pesky probe. Nice, nice control there from memory. Oh, this SCV about to die, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, he may have gotten away. Oh, it does get the probe snipe with the heel on his buddy there. The SCVs healing each other, just like in that song. We'll repair one another. Isn't that what they say in the song? AznWannabe, though, his gateway is complete. Does have a cybernetics core on the way. Another pylon looking pretty solid here. We do have double racks here from memory. It's the SCV love song. You've never heard that one? You have to go look it up on YouTube. I'll play it next. Cybercore about to complete, and double gas right now for AznWannabe. Cybercore going down. Got to see some chronos here. Are you asking if I think he's higher than gold? I don't know. I mean, he's made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes in that last game, I thought. I mean, is he better than gold? I'm sure. I mean, but how much better? I mean, this is a gold plat. You know, I don't think he's a diamond. And even if he was, I'm not sure that's a reason enough to call him a smurf. But engineering bay going down here for memory. And triple gateways. Looks like a pretty solid 4-gate here for just a moment from AznWannabe. But memory cruising out across the field here. Does have a lot of SCVs in tow. Couple Marauders. This is a very, very standard Marine Marauder rush. Nothing special here, but it is going to be difficult for AznWannabe to deal with. Sentry probably not the greatest choice here on this map. You've got to have high ground to make those sentries useful early in this game. Going to have to pull probes here to make this defense stick. About to be able to warp in some units. Stalkers, good choice. Is going to clean this up, but it is very, very costly here. He did lose quite a few probes. Control R going to show that he got 13 worker kills, memory did, so not bad attack there. AznWannabe just a little bit behind on that 4-gate to get the units in that he needed. Should really be able to warp those guys in just a little faster. Whoops. There we go. And a counterattack here from AznWannabe I think is a great idea. Double bunkers. Got to deny these bunkers, like right now. Deny them. pulling SCVs to try and defend here, but AznWannabe looking pretty strong here for just a moment. Is he going to be able to make this stick? That Zealot still alive is really being super effective here, keeping those Marauders off of these units here for just a second. But why is he focusing down the missile turret? I wonder. What the heck? That's the question. Now, AznWannabe, if he's just going to sit here and deny this base, he's really got to expand behind this. But, oh, it's GG from memory, just like that. Too many Zealots in his face, costing him the game. Extremely well done from AznWannabe. That is going to take us to game number 3. Who out there on the live stream is excited for game number 3? Let's make some noise. These guys are going to be a really fun matchup to watch. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We will see you guys in game 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on GSL's Crevasse. Game 3 in this semifinal matchup in tonight's Amateur Let It Ride. That is for our Gold and Platinum players, and we indeed have a Gold and Platinum player battling it out right now. Oh, no, it's 2 golds. Hold on just a second. We better check that. Memory Gold and AznWannabe Gold. Both of these guys are gold, so this is awesome. But yeah, I mean, phenomenal players here. And we do have AznWannabe spawning as our orange Protoss down here in the bottom right. Top right, we're going to find Memory as our red Terran. Same spawn positions as they were in the last game on Tall Dream Altar, so that's kind of funny. But obviously this map quite a bit different from Tall Dream Altar. We do have high ground here to get into the main, and then a natural inside your main, which is kind of nifty, if you will, for early game, especially against Zerg. That can be super useful, but we'll see how that's going to come into play. A lot of the times you'll see guys go ahead and take this, but they do have to remember that it only has 6 mineral patches instead of 8, and on this particular version, it does not have a rich Vespene Geyser. It's just a plain Vespene Geyser, so this is basically a half expansion here. Just slightly more than half expansion. It's got 2 more mineral fields than a full-on half expansion would have. So, but AznWannabe not going to be walling off, not going to be bothered with that. However, the wall in here for Memory getting started. He'll probably go ahead and put a bunker down here somewhere. Potentially, we'll see what he's got for us, but he does have his barracks up and almost complete. And a gas on the way, looking pretty solid there. Checking to see if there's any super fast expand. Not going to have anything up there quite yet. Single gas here for AznWannabe is up and running. And our first Marine is about to pop. Jump out of his little barracks. And barracks number 2 about to go down here for Memory. Looking pretty solid there. This poor SCV getting chased off. Did find his opponent here. Not going to be able to get much scouting information in. He did go the incorrect direction around the map. Unfortunately, always guesswork early in the game. And this is a very big map. Boy, this SCV looks like he wants to hang out up here. Checking the gas. I like this play right now. Come out and see if he's going to be teching. If you see that second gas, that's usually indicative of some serious tech. Memory did not see that. Going to be cruising around his base here for just a little while longer. We do have a tech lab out on the first barracks. Looks like we're going to be pumping out some Marauders. Maybe the same thing in this game as what we had in the last one. AznWannabe probably going to be relatively prepared for an early Marine Marauder push. Now, Memory does have this reactor on the second. We'll see if he's going to make any changes or any timing differences, but he does seem to be getting it done a little bit faster this time than he did last time. But uh-oh, this is kind of interesting. He's got a bunker going down instead and an expand. So right where he wants it up here at this half expand. So I am guessing at this point probably not going to be putting on early pressure. Is AznWannabe going to be expanding as well? Yes, he is. Look at the timing here. Very nice early timing here from both players. I'm liking this quite a bit. Looks like we are going to see a macro game, which we'll see how that's going to fare for AznWannabe. He did not do extremely well against those tanks in game number 1, Memory's tanks really winning the game for him, and I'm wondering if that's where Memory is going to head with this build. Since he is going to be macroing up here quite a bit, he does have double bunkers down now at his main. That's going to be pretty effective for defense against a 4-gate, that's for sure. But no 4-gate on the way. We do have a robotics facility. However, AznWannabe is currently supply blocked. And that is absolutely zero fun. There it goes. He's cool now. Got to stay on top of that. Ladies and gentlemen, going to be putting some pylons here around the map. Not a bad idea. And orbital command on the way here for Memory. Looks like the nexus for AznWannabe going to complete here in just a second. There it goes. And are we going to have some probe transfer? Maybe. Let's take a look at the units tab and see where we're at. Wow, AznWannabe macroing up hard stinking core. Looking pretty solid there. Nice scan. Does reveal the robotics facility. And 2 more gateways, so that's indicative of him having another expanse. So you can probably guess that it's going to be this one up here at the top. We'll see what he's going to do with that. We do have this observer in the base now. Going to be checking everything out that Memory's got, except for he does not want to check out the missile turret. Good control there by AznWannabe. I like it. Watching his his observer, making sure that he does not get it sniped. That's exactly what you got to do. Do have another barracks. It looks as though Memory going to be sticking with heavy infantry play here for just a little while. There goes a factory, so maybe going to switch into tanks here. We'll see what's going to happen. We do have another refinery going down, and this half expansion up here for Memory going pretty solid. These guys are actually both gold level players. I mean, they're pretty good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, they're both ranked gold currently. So and, ooh, Templar Archive. I like it. Supply blocked again, though. Ugh. Both of these guys supply blocked. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Don't get supply blocked, ladies and gentlemen. Zealot legs on the way. I'm liking that quite a bit. Another gateway. This is looking pretty solid for both players. So we're definitely going to be gearing up for a pretty nice looking game. But more Marines, more Marauders on the way. We do have Combat Shield on the way. Excuse me. Stim is complete, as well as concussive shells. And we do have the engineering bay complete, but nothing coming out of it quite yet. Starport on the way. We do have a reactor here for Memory. Looks like he is probably going to be going for some medevacs to go with his heavy infantry army here. So that is going to be pretty nice. Good switch here. Here comes the reactor at Starport. Yes, indeed, it is going to be medevacs. And nice expand timing here from AznWannabe. Probably going to want to cruise his units down this ramp and get geared up for some defense here for just a little while. And try and not get supply blocked again. Got to build some more pylons here in just a moment. Look at that. He's supply blocked again. Ouch. Don't get supply blocked. How many times do I have to say that? But nice looking army. Uh-oh. Memory is going to be cruising out across the map. He has got a significant force in tow. Does have medevacs. Is scouted right away here. This is nice. You can see that these guys were just moving, not staying with the army. Going to get softened up there quite a bit. Got to keep those units together, together, together. Here comes the attack. They're going to demolish the stalker first, and now going to be cruising out across the map. But the nice thing is, AznWannabe did see the entire size of that force. Does have storms ready to go. Storm's going to be super effective here if he can get them off. There goes a storm. Look at that. Nice storms. Oh, I'm liking that quite a bit. And this army here for Memory going to be in a lot of trouble here for just a second. Look at that, how fast he's having to back out there. We do have charge slots about to get into the mix. Come on, buddies. Get in there. Nice looking defense there from AznWannabe. Memory had the right idea with that attack, but looking like AznWannabe knows what to do with his storms. My goodness, those were nicely placed storms. Good job there. Going to be backing out. What do we have for defense? Not much here. We got a couple units about to come out. But that is a lot of Immortals laying waste. We do have Archons too, and this attack going to continue. AznWannabe gearing up to looking to take down this win, and there it is from memory. There's the GG. That was phenomenal play from both of these players. Unbelievable stuff. I really, really like that High Templar play there, along with these Immortals, was just absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys for coming out. Congratulations to AznWannabe. You'll be playing in tonight's finals. That is awesome stuff. Hope that you win, buddy. I mean, I'm not rooting against your other guy, but tons of fun. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't alt tab. Always on StarCraft. We will see you guys in just a bit.